Okay, I want to do a couple more problems for you to kind of get you ready for your first check for understanding. So here's the first one I'm going to do. X squared minus 9 over x. Okay? Now, you can factor the top if you want. In fact, usually when I'm doing these problems, I'll factor the top and the bottom. But really, the top is not going to enter into play in this problem. A lot of times people make a mistake of thinking that they have to worry about the top being 0 as well. And you don't. You only worry about what makes the denominator 0, not the numerator. So for this problem, my domain is all x such that x is not equal to 0. Okay, the second problem I'm going to do for you, let's worry about, how about x squared minus 16 over x plus 3. Okay, for this problem, you might want to factor the top just to make sure that it doesn't cancel with the bottom. However, I can tell you that it's not going to in this case. Also, please don't fall into the trap of crossing out the x's here because this x is connected to something else. So I just worry about what makes x plus 3 equal 0. Well, when you subtract 3 from both sides, you get x equal negative 3. Ooh. Okay, and then let's do one more. Let's do, how about x squared minus 25 over x squared plus 36. Now this problem is actually a little bit tricky because x squared plus 36 will never equal 0. It can't be factored, but even if you try to solve it, watch what happens if I try to solve it. So if I set this equal to 0, whoops, I'll set this equal to 0. So x squared plus 36 equals 0. Well, when I subtract 36 from both sides, I get x squared equals negative 36. And as we already know, if we're not going to use imaginary numbers, we can't square root that. So the domain is all real numbers, because there are no numbers that make the bottom 0. So all reals. Okay?